Okay, so, I tell you it's not a religious persecution. It's because God, being myself, God of Omni, is not persecuting the people. God has a problem with one particular discontinued, white, disfigured, distorted face that keeps disputing what the real God, who's the God to everybody, and God of management of guardianship. You have one facially distorted and disfigured who keeps disfaming the real one, but the disputing party of the Terracotta army, like they're disputing Allah from Valhalla, the Viking god, the Muslim god, the Jewish god, the Christian god, and everybody's hometown hero. The Terracotta army people are disputing that woman because they broke her branch of being in a seat of royalty that can be acknowledged and go to all area management meetings and explain to you why the Terracotta people are who they are, why they're advancing so dangerously, why they are lying and disparaging against all religious and creating holy war amongst all of my one-to-one relations that I'm trying to document and protect from the evil Terracotta people. But in 1978, I still have a broken arm branch. My girl is literally born through human woman form in a Christian land. It gets a little confusing for other people, like, why is this woman so important? I'm a Jew, I'm a Muslim, I'm a whatever. What do I care about a white girl? Right, yeah, I get that. And then I have the evil enemy disrupting and stirring up all of the problem children still after starting it when they broke my branch, which I documented. I just, off the top of my head, I don't know, but I know it's in written form. And then my life, based on, I told you, I already discontinued the catalog children of the Terracotta Army. They're already the enemy of everybody. The enemy of my enemy is everybody's enemy. They are nobody's friend. And all they're trying to do is save themselves by becoming your friends and putting themselves in a dangerous position for you and me as the holy books of the non-discontinuance. We are supposed to be going on together, and we're getting rid and cutting out the cancer and the problem. That's the way that history was written, based on how dangerous they were growing in the future. They were put on warning, and they chose not to listen. And then at one point they woke up, and then they started spinning the story that they were the real white people. They were the real chosen ones. They were the whatever. And starting holy wars and all sorts of fucking issues for me. Then they wouldn't even accept me as manager of the guardianship. So then I had to bring in other people. Then I had to add more stuff. Then the words got even more confused. And they just kept making it more confusing, which I documented with all my other holy book people that don't have a white woman as their I'm on their records, but they don't teach that to their people, which is fine as long as their governance and government know in all area of whatever, like my U.S. Army and whatever. Do you get it? Over time, you change one small fact in the past, and they keep continuing that falsehood in the future, and now say that that was a fact. No, it was a lie back then. You're continuing the lie for the wrong person, and it's now causing religious persecution in the future, which is a problem. It causes holy wars. It's a problem. It causes management issues. It's a problem. They want to be more educated on things that are going to be a problem for everybody, for the safety of everybody's children, because not everybody in the future is advancing. I need to put the brakes on. The holy men need to be the ones that are informed and in charge of the law of their lands, the law of their holy books, and the ones that are the smartest men for their people. That's the way that we set up the world. And that's what always worked. They had one guardianship with one man, one woman. In their territories, they may have had a woman that they listened to or may not have. I don't know at this point. But Niklaus, I was always silent unless you wanted to hear what I had to say, because we had to do official record. And that was it. But we would ask permission first, and we tell you why. Because we have to do the whole time frame to protect everybody over a long count system. And keep our leadership of Inner Circle 1-to-1 with us as one white to one whatever other color. And that we're always the same ones. And that you guys are the same families, but you whatever. And that's the way that it works. So, it hasn't changed. What's changed is all area stupid on my side of the ocean and the 3 continental time zones of all area idiots. And leaving New York totally open for the Terracotta army invasion. And then into the Wall Street money invasion. And none of you fucking shutting any of it down. That's how fucking stupid you are. So, when can we end this little charade? Now that we're all on the same fucking page, and I'm right, as usual. I didn't want this pinpointed. See, my life has pinpoint, human calculus. And it is supposed to be in a human calculus with Niklaus at every single one. I called the kid to Tiafrio, the Berlin crossdresser, the Irvin Berlin crossdresser, but the U.S. Pentagon guy. Right, yeah. I called him a Bermuda short because he's short on being the correct spouse for what I need. And the kid that comes from him is called Nucci, which means block. And that's Polynesian. So why couldn't you block this pinpointed route? You still could have watched the catalog knowing that this was the blocked route to get me into a human calculus, since I am the only figure, head figure, that needs to be moved to the other head figure, which is Niklaus, so we could start rebuilding the world. Terracotta Army's not going to like it. Nobody gives a shit. They've been discontinued, and they're going to discontinue all of your children. And now they've grown the world more dangerous by you allowing them to pull this god, which is all area god, into a very dangerous spot. And 3/4 of you had this ahead of time. I don't understand. There's no excuse why you were not successful or effective in your jobs whatsoever.